I don't think we're going to have all the answers today. Maybe we do.
Okay, BBL on defense, K-Cup on attack. We got last map here. We got 4 ghosts against 4 ghosts, and both comps are playing the B spam. Both comps are playing the B spam comp. They also don't have the Brim util for like being able to take heaven 100%. They still kind of have the same presence in the afterplan with the Astra Suck that Brim has. Maybe you could argue a little bit better because you could luck and do it from anywhere.
If their game plan is similar to what they played in kickoff, we should expect a lot of defaulting on the north side and focusing on arcade pressure.
Yeah.
On attack after KC.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's just how the breach Teo comp works. Everyone does prioritize there.
Sort of argument with Salak and Aves.
Yes, they get spotted top side of the map. They all take the rope, so they know that there's pressure here. And once they hear the drone over towards A main, let's see how these 3 react.
Oh, this is so long, Jesus Christ.
Yampy stuns, we get swing, we clear this, so that we know that we can just heavy focus over towards here. And they got ascended through this smoke with the cage. Damn, that's a lot of damage, bro. Ooh, still alive. Can't imagine for much longer. Yeah. Big Joe. Big Joe. Biggest Joe. Huge Joe.
Yeah, he had to pick up the pace.
He gets you now isolated, but back against the wall. You could potentially.
Okay, very nicely done from BBL. 3-2. 3-2. I did think that Magnum did great to delay a lot of time here.
I don't think you can do those smokes as an attacker if you're not doing anything sans.
Well, this is the problem with Astra, right? You only have 2 smokes, so normally you have to have some kind of weak spot when you just XX solely from A main. It's like why most people play the Brim, because you can XX from A main, because you can smoke, and smoke. When you're the Astra, you got to pick one of these smokes to not be here, which becomes insanely rough. That's why you see most Astra comps don't really do what they tried to do on a pistol, which makes me worried for K-Cop, to be honest.
Like, basically in the line from
these ones
towards A main, and then that protects you from every single angle, but that doesn't give you any kind of post-plant space.
That's what most teams will do, they'll do these 2.
Yeah, exactly. You have cages for one of the smokes, you need them to get out of the choke as well.
Going out on solo adventures.
Yeah, with a gun.
Surely we've learned from map 2.
Hi, Bacon.
I don't even remember it, honestly, at this point. Even on pistols, every team can seemingly win. No one can play clean.
And I mean, it's the worst of your inventory to give up as well. There is another Bulldog in the hands of Sociable, but...
Yeah, and honestly, the Astra's so big on this map that
you would justify giving
you want to have the Astra alive, and they're just taking a TP across and there's a guy waiting for them. Oh my goodness.
Wow, help matters, yeah, no, keep going.
Wow.
Oh, lovely stuff. Okay, no harm, no foul, don't remember a thing. No Bulldog was dropped or harmed in the making of this round. Lovely stuff for BBL. Making up for, I don't want to say a mistake, but it's small things. And again, when it was so prevalent in map 2, I get nervous when I don't see people playing these rounds cleanly, or taking these sort of risks and going for these sort of fights. At best, you farm a couple of kills?
Yeah, exactly. It is a huge risk.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you want to put a Spectre in a position like that,
okay, here we go.
Here we go. Ghosts or like that,
the buy against the bonus is great. Surely K-Corp use their best strat on this one to make sure that they get around.
Not going to matter too much. Sociable has himself a slither to play with.
Uh-oh.
And unconsidered now, I don't think.
Oh, okay, nicely done. They were super aware that someone could be dodging that. I was a little bit worried for it. In reaction to this, we've got a big push over towards here, and we insert 1 in underpass as well, so definitely got to keep an eye on Profec on this one. Not the best gun for it, but...
Okay.
Giants punish them exactly behind that box before on that exec, so
on the pause? Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly that position.
Especially on Fracture as well. It's something that can really spiral out of control with these first engagements.
The map's going Get a little bit tricky here because Levin's right behind them. Beautiful. It's perfect to nab it, but it doesn't matter who gets it because who gets it should be down.
Oh, it's so
God.
unlucky. Bulldog there. It's the great trade though, and he can pick up a gun. It still becomes a really close round. No way, what a stun that is.
He's just jumping around.
How did
that stun even hit? So confused.
What is going on here? It's gone
Nice
topsy-turvy
shots.
again.
Tell you what, no matter what
Just
happens,
Yampy
it's a really
alive.
good bonus. It's good damage.
You got the player with the spike earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, he might get 2 isolated 1v1s.
Martin, you're gonna hold this for your teammate, right?
For a second there, I wasn't watching the cross.
Yeah, for a second I thought that Yumpy might have an incredible timing.
Fans feeling nervous.
Okay, now they got a good
about it all,
crossfire.
But Martin's on the case. They got a nice little crossfire. All good.
Martin at one point might have to worry about heaven, but
Yeah, when does he look up?
He's got it.
okay. I still think that's a very good bonus from BBL. They also managed to get the Astro,
Close out the kill.
so good damage.
Gamba still open. Why are mods sleeping?
Kept in check early on at least. Okay, was actually an adjustment here.
It's like,
To be fair,
I was
that's usually my
quite
job, so-
surprised that
Come on,
they
Fia.
cleared it that
No,
diligently,
I'm
but it makes
focusing on
sense
something
now,
else
you
this
know.
time.
Does get spotted.
Wait, you can't
Why-
multitask?
Calm down, guys.
Yeah, okay, fair enough actually.
Why-
I'll look
Getting
in.
a bit more involved in that sort of stuff as well. He was quite
All
talkative
right,
on
let's
that
look at the money.
map 2 as well.
Yeah.
Got everyone here.
Critical,
Got
but
3 people
again,
here.
he's kind of-
BBL
I'd
with
say
the ult
historically
difference at the
we've
moment.
had
If
many
Segetsu can
player
pick up an
characters
ult,
who get
then
to-
that's
not
pretty
necessarily
even
call
on
the
this.
shot, but giving that sort of feedback.
Yep.
Salvos for heaven to make sure that you can take heaven. In reaction to losing it, we insta drone down to see if we're getting split. Oh, this was kind of nice. We faked the fast B for them to have a reaction on dish. That was cool.
Maybe some sound
That's
cues
new,
elsewhere on the
and
map,
that's something they couldn't do with
BBL
AR
think,
because they
okay,
can't
cool,
just
let's
dash up
take some
into
space
tower.
elsewhere.
Yeah, that's nice though.
I'm
That
about
is
to
nice.
ban Prophet from pushing anywhere near
And it
Dish.
felt like the comms of being able to go over towards here didn't really
If you've invested
come out.
into a weapon,
Oh my goodness, what the hell's going
you're
on
not
there?
allowed to push dish.
Swing.
They should certainly know that now.
You don't get spotted? Yeah.
Oh, I escaped the mud. We'd see some beautiful
Ooh.
Valorante.
Imagine.
Magnum, give me a vintage 1v2 here.
Oh, gives him a little bit of
Give me a
space.
little rollback.
Okay, nice shots from Segetsu in the end. This was a cool strat from K-Corp, to be honest. I liked it a lot. Fake the fast speed that most teams do with this comp in terms of the split, and then was it a 3-person swing over
Yeah,
towards
3-person
dish?
dish.
That was cool.
Gone the same way.
Oh, that's really nice. This dry swing as well. Fast person's going out wide. The other 2 close.
At least now BBL.
Yeah, and
You've
it
gotta make a
fixes the
mental
thing I
note
said
rounds
where
like
they
this where-
weren't able to pressure 2 points of the map in the
Yeah,
previous
at the
game.
same time,
Immediately
yeah.
perfect.
It also really early on, like, BBL are now going to hesitate for reactions. Right, so they potentially might not even push, or they might just be a little bit slower.
Yeah, and they played north side for all 4 rounds, and now they do a default on the south, so they're probably gonna hit.
Yeah, we got a camera to spot this though. Camera spots only 1. Camera only spots the Cypher.
Do we speed up? Yep.
Said no investment, but
And double smokes go down. And this is going to get a little bit weird.
I think KC, with
It's
the
one of
correct
those that's
approach
going to
here,
get a
stacked
little
up, they
bit
don't
weird.
wanna let any of that nonsense
They might feel like they have to force with the ult onto a site here.
into the back lines,
Okay,
but
BBL have all of north control,
Mate,
so
they have-
only
they
have
have-
to care about the mains.
The whole map,
Levin
basically.
Yep.
locking himself in.
Under might become a
Does have
consideration, in
Yampy
the
here in
bid,
support as well.
but they just showed themselves on door.
Also, the Astra smoke's going to take a little bit of time to come back,
Stand
both
low,
of
so it
them.
feels super Eleven's done great with the Sheriff before. It's not like Yampy hasn't had a time in the sun. The guy can certainly aim. Pressure feels like it's coming his way through sand. You can see the investment of Util trying to buy a little stall here.
Yeah, I feel like they have to
on the
all.
side, I don't
So
think
all
it's
the
gonna
covers
quite
spawn, a little
cover
bit covers site.
too much. 11 does have to get out of there. Yampy.
Oh, the
disrespecting
flash
one
was
of the
almost
head of it.
incredible.
It's still
It's in a good spot.
unnoted. They have no idea about it.
Close, man.
If
Nearly
he
picked up the
got
gun.
away with
Did they use that
smoke,
own
then it
ult
would
into
have
the
been
eco?
Something totally different, but they can
It's
feel it in the
winnable.
water. This is close enough. This could be panic station still. 13 seconds.
Martin
It's
doesn't look
not
like he's
gonna
looking
come
for it.
from Prophet.
10
Takes
seconds.
down Martin.
Yeah.
It's down to 8 seconds now. We're running low on time. They are not
Just can get the plant. Wait, he didn't stick the plant?
No!
He didn't stick the
Oh,
plant?
dearie Maybe not again.
Oh my, where's my comms at? The both are pushing him. Even from dead comms. I got 4 players who can comm that to him.
Again,
I think it was miscomms. He probably expected someone either already pushing from Sands or in a main. Because he was swinging that way. Oh no.
Coming off the plant here.
They got eco'd again.
Bro, they get eco'd more than EDG. It's crazy.
All the time. And it was the same in kickoff, by the way.
I wonder what it is that throws this into chaos.
I mean, they got the thing that throws us into chaos is the fact they got Astra smokes, and they use both of them, and they can't wait long enough for the Astra smokes.
And they only have 1 now.
It's strange.
Oh.
Like I said, you could almost justify Yampi's kill and to an extent Levin as well.
I feel like I'm watching China with KC
they
and
are
then
trading quickly.
Yes.
Bro, honestly.
So what else is going on? Yeah, what else has gone wrong there?
Some of the Chinese teams, I think, would beat some of the EMEA teams at the moment.
That's not a good look to be seeing so consistently.
I mean, China is not bad.
Yeah, but like the middle of the pack teams, I'm talking about, not EDG teams.
It is just Uli.
Yeah, I know.
Uli's in the building.
We need to
get lean out of the window, see if we can spot him.
Soundproofing on Uli's booth.
Who needs a crowd when you got Uli, right?
Are KC the EDG of EMEA? Yeah. Okay. Look, I'd love to think KC are that good.
This reminds me of
KC are wolves of EMEA. Yeah, that's more accurate.
It does.
When there was just one paper-thin wall separating us from Uli.
If you do
I think
yellow
the wolves can't be calling them the wolves.
Stick a crowd mic up there.
Can't we? It'd be fantastic.
Okay, so
if you can't hear him,
lost the eco, money's gone. Martin probably has armor to back up his ult. We've seen a timeout. And honestly, it might just have a set strat.
How you're approaching the map, but we go back into this stunned.
Wait,
Martin,
was that
the rhythm just doesn't feel there for KC.
Yeah, that was Sadak's stun.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Opportunity here
Yeetzy, thank you so much, dude. Appreciate the 5 months.
Solo anchor here.
He's having such a tough time, but
Spike noted as well. Actually, he comes down, finds the second, Sugetsu will fall, and
there is this Nico. The great run for BBL. They get a lot of money, and they have their ults online for this big round that is coming up.
I don't want to say it because it sounds kind of like a flame, but I feel like KC's plans to ecos are just let's get this round over with as fast as possible most of the
the question mark to the Jet, I was kind of hoping.
I mean, they wanted to.
Really trying to win.
They got messed up by the team
stun. It
stun.
doesn't feel like it's playing anything.
Yeah.
It feels out of rhythm a little bit. I want to see it.
Okay, it's a great run for BBL. They're going to get a lot of money. It's looking good for them to just clean this up.
Once they get into a decent buy, clear their heads, hopefully against that horror show of a loss. Up against Sheriffs and Classics. I want to see what it looks like. What's it meant to do in this system here? What's it meant to get past, breakthrough? How is it meant to help?
Yeah, you ask what then the benefit is of.
Dude, BBL should be winning this round. Look how many ults they got. One away from Sugetsu's, and it looks like BBL want to absolutely send this.
They could try
go all the way down. It's like a set Yoru ult, right? No? Oh my goodness. Okay, it's like the Fnatic breach ult.
Thunder sent out by BBL here. Very proactive to clear the space. Can KC backfill this?
Sociable. 1, 2.
No, they can't sociable.
Dude, I thought he was going to get 3 there. 56 as well. He did so much damage. It's a good reaction from K-Corp, but Sociable's just done so much.
And again, you look at that Elite just getting punished on this level now. Lingering right. Oh, he didn't expect the walk through the smoke, but Magnum and Yampi quickly there to make up for
I'm so surprised they tried to just force going fast. They could have
nah, that was fine. It's just the fact that they went 3 heaven is like interesting.
I thought he was absolutely caught there.
I mean, that is ultimately the best situation KC can find at the start of a round on Fracture. Getting this deep.
That's actually
I mean, Sadak caught with a flash in hand as well.
I mean, yeah, he doesn't need to peek the corner there to flash this. Okay, force him down to an eco again. Money's still incredibly good for BBL, and good news is they only use 1 ult for this round.
Okay. Let's see what we've got. So, 2 Guardians, Aves and Martin with that, and then Cherish. But by all accounts, that apparently is a full buy these days. So, with ult now ready for Sadak, and
so they're actually able to force rotations.
Key pieces here. Now, Profit this time doesn't fancy lingering around by Dish. Good look here. There's 3 players potentially looking for a body to drop. And they are responding, reacting to just Martin, and that's it. Faith put towards Levin. He's already isolated Sadak, and now they've spotted the drop down.
God, they use Astro into an eco in a 4v5.
Everybody's creeping ahead of it.
Oh, Sociable.
Yeah, Sociable. Levin's still on the hunt as well.
He's in such an awkward predicament as well. Like, that position is so hard to clear out. He's absolutely doing him in. Sugetsu again. It feels like really one of the main players to show up.
Guys, I mean, it's really nice shots from him.
Oh,
but the overall 4v5 using Astro is madness. You got 4v5, you got 2 guns against the 5 guns.
This is the
He's
bit
Astro.
that hangs a little heavy, doesn't it? Because in reality, I don't want to see the likes of Sugetsu when he's hitting prime form. He's looking good.
I think 2 people at some point, but then they were so slow going through dish that BBL smelled it out and just came back.
On that side of the stage as well. You expect some problem-solving, troubleshooting to be going on.
And again, when we talk about KC, Mike,
BBL looking pretty good apart from the first map. That's true. BBL are looking good.
Yeah.
I do think that honestly, Keiko probably should have closed out Pearl, but I still like what I'm seeing from BBL. I'm definitely more concerned about Keiko than I am BBL by quite a considerable mile.
Yeah.
Oh my god, finally, but Prophet punishing Sugetsu on the back of that.
Prophet holding this together. Aves, Martin, Elite trying to find some security on the site. Elite's going to get them a little bit of a step towards that, taking away the player who's up towards Heaven, still controlling the space as well. 3v3, a fair and even post-plant finally, it feels like. Magnum back through from Dish.
Okay, that's an identical from that position. To do. So BBL watch them, they know where they're playing.
Out here, looking at the util, not much to give it away, but Yampy just shoulder checks Elite. And now we're down to hoping the crossfire pace.
Oh my goodness.
It's on Martins.
Good kill, not a good plant for you.
But the plant ain't for you, and Yampy's going to get that to half every day of the week.
Oh, again. Dude, he just wasn't expecting him to rush it in. Close round though. Dude, did I just look at BBL's money and see it pretty low? I think I did. I think they might not even be able to buy this, but K-Corp losing every anti-eco anyway, so...
That
might be a good thing for BBL,
yeah. Yampy won 2 duels, so I'm not sure he should be winning, but... Also, I have no idea why Elite's going. I have no idea why Elite's playing like that. I guess because the plant's banned.
A freebie onto Sugetsu.
They tend to leave one person's hands.
Bova _ Scottier with the 2 months. Thank you so much.
Very close too.
Stop watching off the map when you see it was a mistake. Yeah, this one's getting a little bit close.
There is a split.
Okay, so they did manage to buy into this one, but money's really low. Dude, money's really low everywhere. One important round at 6-3. Either a good half or a close half. You would imagine with BBL's ults, it might be kind of close, but we'll see.
There is a KO ult. Oh, there's a counter
find information. Spots nothing towards A, so I'm waiting to see if someone does maybe move a little behind it. They are actually. Oh my god, he's going on it!
Oh my, dude, didn't even want to get out of there.
But he does get handled again. Sugetsu, it feels like where the buck stops for now. Can anyone else join him here?
All goes over towards side. Double kill trip on site and camera, and they have no control of the bot. And again, they only have Astra smoke, so this is just open the whole time.
Defenders are here super fast.
It's gonna get rough for K-Corp here. Yeah, they need something like this to be able to plant. It's nice. Keep an eye on the Astra ult for ult at the moment. It's pure chaos. Double smoke means that Perfect can't get a kill, and he's so aware of the fact that there might be someone under.
Trying to work forward.
Still looking a little bit rough for K-Corp.
They've got to fight their way forward here. Aves doing well on Yampy. So Prophet and Sociable trying to take that space back, but they just can't land the shots cleanly enough here.
Okay, not too bad in the end. Something that I really liked here from K-Corp was the ult to take space, though. It was looking really, really rough. Ult to take space at the same time they were managing to plant, and then Martin did a good double smoke to mean that they could actually join the rest of their team and actually take some space in Arcade. Like, their reactive util was good here, for sure.
Looking very sharp there.
They cleaned up their post plans a lot.
Yeah, unfortunate not to get the second kill.
The positions that they play are similar, but they're just more crisp with how they get their positions and how they take their space.
I mean, here was like here, honestly, the majority of the time they would have lost this if they didn't do anything.
Yeah.
BBL go down to an eco. K-Corp, they've lost 5 ecos maybe in the whole best of 3.
I think 6.
It can't be 6.
How many ecos was it this map? I think it was 4 last map.
It was
Was it 2 ecos or 1 eco this map?
It might be
fairly
5,
loose hold with
honestly.
the stack over towards B.
It might have been 4 last map, 1 eco here.
Yeah.
Okay, but this one's looking nice. So this time, going over towards A, they kind of learn from the other round, and they go over towards Sands, and they cage this so they can have smoke so they can actually run out. So good covering up of the lack of smokes with the cage on Heaven. Definitely wishing they had done that earlier, but at least they learned.
And it feels like KC...
Hold up.
Oh,
Hold up.
What have I said? It's still a 2v2. Sadak, he's down on 29 HP. It's on Aviz, really. Suddenly got to step into the limelight and hold this together. They're trying to get on trade key.
My goodness, these rounds are always so close.
Holding it together. What is in the water today with these sheriffs and broken buys?
I mean, somehow this is the one we come out with.
They had the cage
in the first half.
in tower, but they didn't put the trip there, which is something they used to do. So the moment the cage is over, they can just free swing, and they got punished from side.
Okay, yeah. No, they didn't take that much space though, right? I mean, honestly, maybe they had the chance to do it.
They had a
On
player
either
here,
side. Sociable finding
okay,
two
that's what
shots
happened.
here.
That's
Yampy
for
again
real.
finding one amidst the chaos. I think that's a key word. BBL again showing that they can constantly be a threat in those chaotic rounds, and it's KC.
What if it's KC not being bad at anti-gas, but BBL being great on ecos? BBL hitting some shots.
I guess bigger
The
picture
K-Corp are bad at anti-ecos.
in terms of stacking
I
up some of
promise.
these executes, but it's BBL to make them sweat time and time again.
And when I look at it, haven't really been impressed by the Jet. Hasn't really lit my world on fire more than anything else. Quite liking what we're seeing from BBL. Levin looking good. He sticks around. He's in the right place
They
here.
do hit some, they hit some lovely shots for sure.
Okay,
Salvos broke the trips. We got an op now in Heaven. Ooh, it was a great dodge of the stun. Okay, they cancel this though, but they're just going to be going back into the 3-person. What did they just get, chat? Is it this? Or have they had this for a long time? Okay, so then we want to fake. Wait, how are we faking with these two?
KC flip-flopping back and forth here.
I've never seen a fake with a Cypher and an Astra. Push them back over towards it. Nice shot. I mean, that's how we're going to fake it. Question mark created. Rotate gets pulled in terms of the Cypher. And Loon has to kill everyone.
Okay. The divide here though, Levin gonna have to play ahead.
What a shot.
He's gonna get down one,
A great trade though. They take that. Spike is down, 15 seconds. What do you reckon? Yampy goes for it. Yampy goes for it. Hits the spike. Wait, what a shot from Martin.
Oh my god, Martin is saving around.
There is still a chance though. Magnum's kind of silent.
But do they know about Magnum?
Yeah.
They seem none
He
the
could
wiser.
time this.
Now they certainly know, but he's in. He's made it through his sociable, coming on over. It's a long way off, and now the trade out on the post-plant positioning.
The hard work almost done here to bring it to a 2v3.
They take spawn as reaction.
Now BBL can reset, stack up.
Big Jewel.
So Elite looking to be the thorn in the side.
It's
Oh, Magnum! Super sharp! Now sociable. Can he get
no way. Not a good plant for you. And you pathed over towards here, and this was your plant?
Elite can't do anything, surely. Magnum's
Oh my god, they stole another round. Nicely done from BBL. Dude, K-Corp, man, some of the decisions that they make are insanity. Nicely done from BBL.
KC will be kicking themselves for that.
Dude, how did Magnum win that duel? He even went to check close left.
I mean, with Elite going to Jenny, I would expect Sadak to play more like tucked in on side, do like a crossfire.
They just didn't play together at all.
Yeah, but Sadak is just standing in the open waiting for the smoke to drop.
But he's scared of Heaven. But
yeah, I guess
yeah,
it's Heaven, that's true.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Sadak, yeah, he should be winning that duel. I agree. The Magnum POV is, yeah, it was a nice shot from him.
What's KC doing is a real question. KC has like 50% of their strats really nice, and then it's just pure chaos.
Saja's having a bit of a tantrum at the moment. I kind of don't blame him. Honestly,
yeah.
It's hard to defend a lot of what his K-Corp is doing. I'm surprised it's so close.
Yeah.
If I'm fully honest. I imagine he's going in on K-Corp, right?
They're like halfway to being good at this attack half. But then the second half looks really.
I think when you have an Astra, you just need to make sure that you understand what your comp is rough at, and there's been a lot of rounds where it looks like they don't understand it.
Yeah.
Seem to collapse at mid rounds. That's
and they do have
true.
ways to cover up Astra weaknesses, but they kind of don't use them.
They didn't on a couple of rounds later. But...
half scoreline wise. Yeah. The method in which we got here, I can't put my finger on. Right? We've seen some brilliance from the likes of Sugetsu in my mind. Some beautiful work.
Yeah.
But BBL.
He's rage baiting everyone because he doesn't remember Brimstone has a hat. Dude, how's he? I thought he'd be going mad at the game. He's angry because he can't remember that Brimstone wears a hat.
Fundamentally sound Valorant.
The hat is
regardless of comps, you know, maybe
I mean, it's beret, isn't it?
We saw the Harbor again,
like to the side.
Map, and I'll be honest, Icebox, we can kind of write that off now, seeing the other two maps in this best of three. Unless we come out here,
I did like what KC was doing on defense in their previous match. I guess
comfortable
3-2 for BBL in terms of the pistols. Can they get a double pistol and make this one a little bit easier? K-Corp, weaker side over towards A.
That's a very different setup than what we
I mean, as soon as you stun, they know you're here. Stun goes in. Oh my god, I thought he was going to get 2 there for sure. Yeah, they still have the trip to give them info, instant reaction, drone over towards top side, and they took tree here, so heavy rotate can go in. And you got to imagine that Martin's kind of wrecked. He can one-shot Magnum though.
On his own, he is a mile away from anyone else here. He's doing so well.
Big dash. Oh, dude. It looked like he popped the dash, but then he didn't. Like, it looked like he felt like he popped the dash. Oh my goodness.
I think he got caught by dropping from stairs.
Damn, bro. Damn. 2v3, they go close. How many rounds did K-Corp lose when they have the man advantage?
Too many.
And this time, BBL putting themselves in a chaotic position. Now,
all 3 behind the smoke, ready to duel.
And rewarded once more for it. It's just such a committed position here.
Because look, it looks like he popped the dash there when he looked over towards main, but it was just a little bit late.
Yeah, but just bear in mind here, Spike drops, by the way, when Profek falls, so this is the intention.
Double pistol, right?
Double pistol on this map, it's 4-2 overall. Double pistol.
They sting those sort of choices and those sort of rounds. Martin, no TP to be had here. Slowly has to limp away as Aves does go down. BBL start taking steps elsewhere.
All the way back on the side.
These nice shots though.
Okay, perfect.
By Martin and Sadak.
Damn, really nice shots. He got another one in there at the end as well.
On top as well.
One off Astro.
Little bit concerned.
That's a good enough ult to win.
Trend continues.
Astro ult? Dude, Astro ult's nice, especially when you have a Yoru duelist only.
Yeah, exactly.
It really is tricky.
They could get one of the 4
it's not like BBL have a terrible buy here. We've seen what the Stingers can do these days. They're so good, mostly with North Americans, but you know, we'll see how it looks for stage 1 here. That one Vandal though, Profek, I wonder.
They've changed all of their defensive setups. KC.
K-Corp?
Yeah, they're not doing any of the stuff that they used to do.
KC
yeah, I'm telling you, most of their stuff won't be similar to what they did at kickoff. It's just too much time.
From Martin there as well, really crisp. But good progress on towards Arcade.
Yeah, dude, Magnum's here early. I don't know. I think he might be able to get him. Yeah, and now what? Now you got an Astra that's solo over towards side. It looks like he's getting pinched.
With no call to the player up. I don't know what's just happened to Elite.
This is not a pause, right? You just see his gun spam him.
They've been given almost too much space. Maybe the plans now change because
so much Uto getting spammed over towards heaven.
That's on the way. So Martin
keep an eye on the Astra Jet duel, even. That's going to be pretty important.
Yet to be seen, but they're pausing.
Dude, Martin might have just saved the day.
That was that backline pressure on the rotate from Martin.
They're still stuck in tower.
Pushing out from A. Now, they continue towards B.
Yes, it did let off a shot there, so
Martin's
forced all the way out of that position.
Big round from Martin because that was looking kind of scary.
30 seconds left.
But the unforgivable hole gets, I guess, filled at this point.
Dude, sociable 17 to 8.
But where's the utility?
Not bad.
What's the contingency on this B site hold? definitely want a review, but
yeah, I mean, you can do some damage.
won't
Sure,
be around
really, really
boss
good
here.
for Martin. He's got his ult
Martin
for the next round as
did
well, so
incredible.
if he wanted to
Interesting if
throw
we're
a
gonna see
gun
that,
over
so
an
we'll have a
ult, he
chance to see
could.
the minute.
Yeah,
He's gonna
Um,
rip that.
Try and keep a
I mean,
tab
this
on
is
this one.
the buy round that if BBL
feels
lose
like
after eco.
If you are aware it's open, then fair enough, you'd be watching it,
Oh,
but he
what a
got
shot
completely
that
caught off
was.
guard.
Profec
That
wasn't
would've been
even
the difference.
considering it.
If Profec was able to live there, you could have seen a different outcome, but Martin, wondrous.
Yeah, leading the charge for KC.
They do have Astra and Teo.
These will
Also,
keep
this could
things
be...
honest at the start.
God, I mean, they just
Well,
got better
coming to
ults. They got better
Round
ults and they
16,
bring up the
11
attack
on the
up.
operator.
Which is interesting because honestly, at one point he probably needs to throw this away
Martin
because he's the
again.
only
Looking
entry.
to get ahead of the
on
curve
this.
here. In towards A main.
Dude, kind of lined up.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's
That
fast.
felt like he
Oh,
could have had
dude,
a
that's
2-for-1
fast. You take
discount,
away
but
the
actually it's
X-ray
just,
on that,
I'd
I'm
say
telling you,
just
that's
to
really,
get
really
to.
fast.
He's been a really big
That's really
factor.
good.
So he's gone down, but Martin continuing his pathing. Has been good at disrespecting some of that utility for the flanks. This time around it's being watched. Magnum's on it. BBL are coming back over.
Team obviously will be, I guess, noted here.
I wonder if
in the previous round.
Magnum's going to be
Two
holding
trips
this the
ahead
whole
of him.
time because the last time they went over towards A, the instant reaction was to
Also
push A
Magnum just
main.
gonna tuck
So
Does
Magnum
Martin
might
do
legit
Cypher?
just hold this for the whole round.
anti-Martin.
Yes.
Tapping cam?
There is a
And I
TP sent out
guess
over
this
towards
is
A.
The counter to the counter, to a degree. They're trying to get him to do this.
Time's getting a little bit low, and that is the jewel that changes everything. Alves is going to have to do a madness.
You've got to be careful here of Profec because he's about to make
30
waves.
seconds left.
Yeah, it doesn't feel
Drop, and
comfy
that's
swinging out.
completely
Do BBL do just look better. They just look like the better
unconsidered
team
here.
overall.
Alves will fall, and yeah, it's going to force a very early save decision ahead of the plan coming through.
Profec loves Dish. Couldn't get him away from him.
Yeah, I know.
This is,
you've got to assume he's there.
Also,
Every
good to
round.
see Sociable and Loon just switching guns. This was a very fast shot, though. It was nice.
Right, that whole round felt like, okay, well, maybe
Yeah,
we
same.
can
Magnum
They
did the
baited it
same.
out as well.
Cajun
pressure
tower
a
and
bit,
then
see if we can get
trip
Martin to push.
for
Yeah,
security,
got him, cool.
because it's not a full
And
smoke.
then the patience.
He's two
That's
chips and he's still
beautiful
watching
from
it. I
Profec,
mean,
works
yeah,
out
it's
well.
just because
And
they
inside
reactively
flawless
pushed
there.
last time they saw them.
BBL, massive
Yeah.
compliment to that round there in my
I mean,
mind.
yeah.
Them being isolate what went wrong in the previous and apply it so
He
quickly.
didn't pop jet knives, right? Or did he?
Here with the divide, but
Did he pop jet knives and then throw a gun over? I think no matter.
Good job. Yeah.
it's a fantastic
I
call.
think no
to
matter
set
what,
up
they can
and bait Martin
they can
into
buy
one of
into
these
this.
flanks once again.
This is like the last round, though.
Another situation.
I'm-
We're not surprised to see.
I
the
am kind
KC
of surprised
timeout
that they
come
have
out.
so much change on their defense though, because that was the
Some
good half that they
frustrated
played, in my
faces.
opinion. And changing Yoru for Jet does not change
should
their
change.
old
I mean,
setups that much, so it's not like
looking
it was forced
semi-checked
for
out
them
already.
to do that.
Had to redeem a
Yeah.
hydration and a posture check.
So
in
I'm
his
a little
Twitch chat,
surprised
like,
that they're
mean,
playing.
the poor guy.
I don't know.
He's going through it. You know,
It kind of it does. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
it
'cause
does change quite
There's
a
been
bit.
some really
No,
frustrating round
it does
losses
change
for
quite a
KC
bit, but they
tonight.
And it's forgivable
they
when
have
we're in kickoff, right?
most
I
of
think there's a lot
the
more
defense setups
freedom
that they had were
and
like
a lot more,
traps
hey, it's
in one
okay,
of the
that's
four
gone.
extremities on
Yeah.
Fracture,
It
and
is
they
gone.
played
They've
them
had
off
weeks
of
now,
camera contact
it's
or
not-
either Yoru or Astra contact.
These
They
are
can
not
still
the
do
issues I
that.
expected.
No, but
they're
that
playing
stuff's so
Reactive,
obvious if
they'll
they've done it
go away
before.
from kickoff to build
That's the
upon.
issue.
Yes.
And
Tangibles.
that's
Yeah,
what
I
I don't
suppose.
think we've seen
Um,
tonight necessarily.
Yampi
It's
gets
kind of a
thrown the op, which makes me
Back to
think that they're
basics
going to do a
approach,
fast strat.
which would have been my expectation at least.
So
I
it
don't
might
know
be
if
a
that
fast B
is shared by
split,
many, but
I would
that was certainly
guess.
for me coming away from kickoff. That's
Oh,
what
Andy
you
is saying
want to
they
see from
cannot show any
Carmichael.
Magnum replays because the
I was
POV is
concerned
broken.
with you on it.
Oh, okay.
But
Makes
now it
sense.
looks like BBL.
Jay Faye for
better
the Prime,
time
thank
spent.
you with the 17 months.
Yeah, we still have
Again,
knives.
though, I do think BBL were impressive during the
Okay,
kickoff
change up in
performance.
terms of
Was it
Martin
losing
getting
out
an op,
to TL
and yeah, we
and
thought this
the
round was going to be
Heretics in the end?
fast
Which
B
is pretty
split,
reasonable.
and
But as it stands,
these fast arcade take.
maybe there's recovery. I'm talking like KC are in their grade. They're not. It's just that
They're just
Every
4 rounds
coach
down.
has huge eye
it's
bags.
just
Yeah,
in
mate, they
how
don't get
they've
any
been
sleep, I'm telling you.
Easy, Tiger. This. Okay, Lever gets punished on that. Nice, quick positioning from KC just to surround it. And catching him in the middle of no man's land.
I mean, that
So Profec in a weird spot
Profec.
here.
Yeah, sure.
huge,
Oh
slow,
my
huge.
god.
So he gets it falls, but Elite almost caught sleeping on the reaction.
It's a nice shot. They see a spike goes down as well. Dude, this is such a weird round. Boy, Martin missed. Big shot here.
Oh my god, what is going on?
God, these teams, man.
Just determining the pace every single time, and it's chaos.
I mean, chaos is kind of expected on Fracture,
like,
but this is
come back
just
to an
not,
earlier comment, which
like,
is BBL able to create these situations now to really make KC sweat. Like I said, situations here where it's
this
like
was a good setup,
somebody.
The little tuck in? No, the tucking
yeah.
into the tail ult's nice. The tucking into the tail ult was really good with the reaction.
Yeah.
Like that's actually pretty cool. I say these teams, that's actually unfair to BBL. But then again, the actual side exit killed me a little bit.
They both have a rough stuff, but BBL definitely has more good stuff.
Notoriously, statistically, they convert the next.
Dude, he's fast, man. I'm telling you. He's very, very fast.
How's he gone and done that then?
He's good.
Give us that one back, please, replay team.
Exactly.
Alves, I wouldn't go. Don't go near him. What are we doing with you two out? What are we doing? Lever's just gonna go in. Look at him. Look at this guy. Please,
I'm glad
someone
Pansy's
fight him
saying it, so I
properly.
don't have to say it.
He's just giving them the sight. He's giving them the first 2 kills to get to an elite. Scrap it. Move on to the next one.
Who's in K-Corp's group? I think they're gonna struggle, man.
I mean,
There is Liquid there, there is Foot there.
Bizarre scenario created by BBL.
Yeah.
So it's Liquid, Koi, KC,
He
Gentlemates,
gets to an
BBL,
elite
Foot.
left to try and recover something here, but
So they have to be Koi or Gentlemates.
BBL on the brink.
Well, they have to beat both,
Series point here.
right? Because it's the top 4.
Dude,
Just a minor
that's
blip
yeah,
in
it's
the
top
second
4,
half.
so they have to beat both.
I'm
This is what I mean.
amazed at this right
I'm.
now. And again, I want to give them a lot of credit. I know we've been quite critical of KC to an extent, but BBL, as you have rightly
I'm not sure they'll
they
be
cause that
Gentlemates.
chaos, and then they thrive in it as well. They are doing really well at those individual
check this
flare-ups
the
where they
map.
look fantastic, find those little points to prove and manipulate the opposition.
Oh.
And it's just Sugetsu to survive with a Vandal. And 6 rounds to go. I hope we see this on the replay.
Okay, 6
Because
rounds.
it just felt ridiculous, didn't it?
He's fast, man.
Well,
That's
It was an elbow at
really
best. But I mean, yeah, basically, I mean, from the other perspective, 11
I like it as well. Like the
the
good thing about BBL is it looks like they have a good idea about their win conditions. Like they get this guy an op on attack as soon as they can. Like it's coming out
drop
real
into
early.
KC.
Came out here,
Here
right?
we go.
I mean,
Like that's a good sign.
Your hopes to. Sanak
They know what their win
and Aves
conditions
with
are.
their
They got some
ultimates.
cool ideas with ults.
And that's about it.
They got
and Aves
some-
going to claim a
aggro
kill.
on
They've
defense.
gone down. That's big.
Yeah, I
Good
mean,
scalp to claim.
But
A
it's
dangerous
like
player
there's
through
won them
and through.
so many
Sugetsu
rounds. Him just
can't
like he
fall
wins
here, though.
more
He has
rounds
been
than he
a
loses with
saving
attack
factor
op.
of KC.
Like this is gonna happen
Give them
sometimes,
big
but it's just
kills.
like
My word.
he wins more
All this
sometimes.
for me.
Oh, I love these kind of ults though. Breach ult that forces them into the
Flattered.
Honestly, it's like,
that forces them into the wall so that you can fight it. It's just a shame that like we didn't have anyone to fight it and the smoke was already down.
Magnum, he's got 3 players watching him. And they're going B.
Dude,
All right, so what do we have?
K-Corp don't have
Aves
that
here.
much
Magnum
Good
finds- if Magnum
stall.
finds one here.
team play.
Oh my god. And he's in the position
Yeah.
for this lurk. Could be big, right? But it's Sugetsu. He's been sharp. Yeah, he's still good for it. Sugetsu so clean with that. And they kind of paused for the possibility of that actually working out. Oh. Okay. This time, walking in 1 by 1 did not work. Oh.
Oh.
I've learned.
When you out clean Sugetsu.
That's mad.
Yeah.
It's mad.
Jesus.
Yampy.
30 seconds
The
left.
one person
A
fake
1v3 perhaps.
gets
I've seen
Yampy a
Yampy
kill
win these before.
from the 1v4. Eats the stun, stuns back,
One
hits
back.
2.
Oh, util everywhere.
Kills the person that isn't stunned.
No,
Oh,
we're
yeah, I was going to say,
good.
Yampy, don't use the
Fine,
ult. You're
we're
okay, you're 12-6
fine,
up.
everything's
And actually,
fine.
thank
I was
God
about to for heart
he's
attack.
not throwing the ult out there.
Yeah, I thought the ult, if I'd seen the ult there,
KC
man.
cling to
I mean,
life.
honestly, he might have won, but it's
Again,
just
all
not
things
worth it.
considered, Only 2 surviving there.
This is a
So Money not gonna
2v5
feel
again, though,
comfortable
right?
just
That actually
yet.
got a little bit
What the
close.
hell was that?
No,
Yeah.
2v4, sorry.
What?
No,
It was
2v5.
like facing the
2v5.
opposite direction as well.
I wonder how many man advantage,
Yeah,
like
that's
how
off-
many
yeah,
rounds K-Corp have
Thanks for
lost
running
when
it
they've
back
had
in
the man
slow mo.
advantage.
All the equals on parallel, I can tell you that.
No, yeah,
And then a
yeah.
couple more.
I think it's really high.
Of the round
I think
by
it's a
round.
crazy number.
I think he called it a
They haven't done
reverse
anything
sweep. A map through
aggressive
reverse sweep.
on defense.
That's not what that is.
Even
Problem
that
is-
round was like
is
not
the-
really.
Confidence.
You'd be scared
Fine.
to now as well.
Yeah, with the attack up, you kind of don't want to do it, right?
But it's also like the Cypher is like one of the better at holding like the defense, really.
Yeah.
Like it's more the Vice stuff you want to go aggro against.
But it's an off day for them, so they're definitely not going to be here.
I've also just noticed that they have exactly the same comp except Yoru.
Who's the head coach of BBL? It's Powell, is it not? Or is it Bacon? I thought it was Powell that's the head coach.
Yeah, a chance for KC to build back in.
It's the other way around.
Not a ton of positives to build it around, though. Like I said, this has been a blip.
Oh, really? I've always thought Powell's the head coach. Yeltsin, thank you so much for the 19. Appreciate the tier 1. Thank you, thank you.
An opportunity to buy back in here, and also, actually...
Oh god, there's a Yoru and a Breach
loose change in the bank behind us as
It's 50-50 from what Powell has told you.
Levin, Profek, and Yampi with their ultimates.
Like a similar Heretics vibe,
Some
basically. The
Wazba,
well. Thank you with the Prime as well. Appreciate the 5 months. Okay, 6 chances down to 5.
So Martin, who has been very good, needs to
The
be very
one
careful.
person fake keeps 3 here, keeps 4 here. TP's out as they're trying to clear it. 4-person drone, instant reaction. Might see them on the camera. How many people are there? We'll keep an eye on it when the camera gets shot. He's going to see 3 when he checks it.
But there's no really getting out of jail here. Calling for support,
Astro
calling for help.
dudes,
He's trying to
Martin
get
is
out of
actually
there.
on the
He's dragged
moon.
down out of the sky, but he's going to make it into safety.
He did get out though.
Behind the wall, but he dips back in as a glance.
Oh my god.
Imagine it hit though.
That's what I'm saying.
Imagine it hit. Good afterplant positions already, especially with the Astro all up. They might have been tempted to push door heavy the whole time Profek was watching it.
Still with his ultimate to play with.
Here we go.
Trip, so he never has to worry about it. Behind, big Jewel here.
Good little spot up towards that drop down, but
Martin's
Martin gets
nuts,
traded out. Sociable's still there. A 3v3 coming down simple in the numbers now.
Okay.
Down to a 2v2.
A great shot from Aves.
Back and forth. The Magnum goes down to get
Damn, some nice shots at the end here. Fair play. Let's keep counting this down. Force them down to a full bait.
As said, I thought it was on Martin at the start, but it was certainly Sugetsu by the end of it.
And it looked lethal as well on that second kill. Then another chance, a lifeline delivered.
See, the problem is this is Fracture, so like until this gets to literally 12-12, there is no
Martin's
belief.
selfless here.
I mean, there's no belief from the stuff we've seen.
Yeah, also that.
4 rounds, guys, 4 rounds!
A bit more energy now. Things looking very flat early on the stage for
Like I
KC.
said, 4 chances. They got Yoru ult. Do they wait for other ults or do they pop the Yoru ult? Martin with the
They're believers. They're on board. Martin again. Checked on early.
drone info, Yoru info, trying to make it look like a pinch and then hit over towards B site. TP's already here, stun goes out. Oh, this was nice. This was really nice. Oh, there we go. That's the game done. This is a nice strat. I tell you, they got some good stuff though.
BBL has some nice fast like set strats as well, especially when it's ult based.
A 3v5 now for KC to try and recover.
The game that I'm watching from BBL is the game that I would have expected.
Expected from K-Corp? Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, exactly.
But
like,
BBL...
really nice combos, really good team play.
BBL is still like... BBL still... For sure the coaches are good because they look good in kickoff as well.
Time to go. You
With the
can't wait any
stand-in.
longer.
Yeah.
You got to make it count now. 5 against
Yeah,
you. So
looks
much
legit.
to do and so little time. Sadak with 1, with a second. Needs 3 more though, and that time is ticking. Magnum takes away Sadak, leaving just Martin and what feels unwinnable. Oh, and look at it, the Utah just being smothered.
Okay, really nice from BBL. Lovely from them.
13 to 8 in the end.
Got a little
Not any
close.
chance of a
K-Corp,
comeback
I'm
from
really
KC.
worried for K-Corp. I'm worried for K-Corp
I mean, all
making
things considered,
playoffs,
like I
let
said,
alone
problematic
any kind
series
of
for both
plan
teams
this
to
year.
get a hold of, but
Yeah.
if you're BBL,
Yeah, nice from BBL, especially having a new player come in and have to change stuff up.
Obviously not being here, Vat coming in, Magnum coming